Good morning, St. Kitts and Nevis, and welcome to The Edge for Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. I'm Devonne, Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining me in the program for today. It's a beautiful day here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and I look forward to having a conversation with you. This program is also being carried live on ZIZ TV, as well as our social media platforms. You can check us out on our YouTube page at ZIZ Online, or via Facebook at ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. The numbers to call when we open the phone lines later are 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Again, the numbers are 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. You call those numbers to lend your voice to the conversation at hand. And of course, I'd like to greet those of you who reside in the diaspora and other parts of the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. Let me get right into our conversation with sharing with you what is happening here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and of course giving you, the listeners, an opportunity to call in and lend your voice to the conversation at hand. The government recently announced discounted VAT rate days for 2024, for the remainder of 2024, and those days are Friday, August 16th and Saturday, August 17th, and Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 21st. That is for back to school discounted VAT rate days. So those days that will be offered in August are to accommodate back to school purchases for parents and or guardians. And of course we have the usual Christmas discounted VAT rate days, which are Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 21st. The cabinet made the announcement today, and it is part of an initiative to provide financial relief to citizens and boost economic activity in the country. Dr. Drew said, quote, "By giving businesses and customers more advance notice of the discounted VAT rate days, we are making it easier for everyone to plan and benefit. This initiative not only supports household budgets, but also stimulates our local economy." And of this comprehensive review of the tax regime, this initiative underscores the commitment to fostering a supportive economic environment and enhancing the well-being of its citizens and residents. Businesses are encouraged to participate actively in these discounted VAT rate days, taking advantage of the opportunity to attract more customers and contribute to the nation's economic recovery efforts. Again, the days are Friday, August 16th and Saturday, August 17th, and Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 21st, 2024. Those are the system by going to buy shoes for yourself and saying, well, this is for school. Sorry, it's not going to work like that. So Dr. Drew, who is the Minister of Finance, said, quote, "This initiative aims to support families and students by making essential school supplies more affordable. We are committed to investing in our children's education and easing the financial burden on parents," end of quote. So from July to September, exemptions from import duty, value-added tax, and customs service charge will be applied to a wide range of school supplies. This includes items such as the cloth for school uniforms, textbooks, and calculators. The tax relief is available to all commercial and non-commercial importers, ensuring that everyone can benefit from this initiative. For a complete list of eligible school supplies or any other inquiries, please contact the Customs and Excise Department at 466-7227. So for parents who may want to know what the eligible school supplies are, you are encouraged to contact the Customs and Excise Department at 466 7227, or you can visit their website at skncustoms.com for more details. Again, the number is 466-7227, or visit their website at skncustoms.com for more details on the temporary concessions on school supplies. We know school supplies could be very costly, and so this initiative is aimed at assisting those parents who have to purchase back to school items, books, textbooks, cloth for the uniforms, and all things that will be deemed eligible as school items. And so instead of having to pay that extra custom service charge or the VAT or the import duty, you are going to save big bucks with the temporary exemption on these eligible school items. You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne, Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get into our conversation for today. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
ZIZ Radio, entertaining the nation, enjoyed by the world.
The future is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you so deserve. At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right solution for you. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales professionals are ready and able to assist you. Let National Caribbean Insurance Company Limited help you to prepare for the unexpected. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. It's our heritage. That's how we live. Come back with us for the 50th. We're doing it big. Pulsating sounds, masquerading clowns. String on a big drum, we'll be taking over town. 'Cause we're celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. We'll celebrate its 50th anniversary from July 25th to August 6th, 2024. Come join us. Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Yeah.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Hello and welcome back to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. It's 12 minutes past the 11 o'clock hour. We're also live on our social media platforms, ZIZ Online, on our YouTube channel, and ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation on Facebook. If you are just tuning in, I shared earlier a few updates as it relates to import duty, value-added tax, and some temporary exemptions that have been approved by the government as it relates to the purchase of school supplies. The government has approved temporary concession or tax relief on school supplies, and this runs from July 1st to September 30th, 2024. There will be no value-added tax, VAT, no custom service charge, or no import duty. Or let me say, and no import duty between those months. And it is aimed at offering relief to those parents who may have to purchase back-to-school items. And the government is encouraging businesses in St. Kitts and Nevis to participate in this initiative as it is geared towards providing economic relief to citizens as we deal with the pressures of the inflation, the global inflation. And they also announced discounted VAT rate days for 2024. We have 2 days in August, and this is also part of the back to school, and we have 2 days that we're accustomed to get in December, which are the 13th and the 21st of December. Dr. Drew, who is the Minister of Health, recently shared via his social media platform an update on the construction of a number of projects, and in particular he made mention of an MRI building to be housed at the Joseph and France General Hospital. He said, and I quote, "This is expected to be completed this year. It is creating a number of construction jobs," end of quote. The MRI building, of course, is expected will be housing the MRI machine, and this is being constructed. This will be a part of, it says that the MRI building will be constructed at the Joseph and France General Hospital. And this adds to the delivery of healthcare here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we know that when it comes around to the topic of healthcare and the affordable healthcare and quality healthcare, it is a topic that is very passionate, I believe, to every citizen and resident, ordinary citizens and residents, having access to affordable healthcare and having access to quality healthcare. Very, very important things. We know the fragility of life. I mean, today you could be 100%, you could be well, moving, and in the twinkle of an eye, things could change very drastically, very rapidly, really fast for you. And sickness does not discriminate. It does not say, well, I'm not going to target this person because they have a lot more money in their bank account than this other person. Sickness comes for everybody. And so, adding to our healthcare should be the number one priority of any administration. Doesn't matter who is in office. But improving the delivery of healthcare and making healthcare affordable should be at the top of the list for any administration. Yes, we have agriculture, education, national security, and all of these things. But when you don't have good healthcare, you put your people under significant pressure. And so for things that could be addressed here in the region, you have a case where people have to now fly out, people have to go to different countries and spend what they don't have. Then the insurance companies, they are not as transparent as you'd like them to be, and so you find that people end up in a very difficult position, a very, very difficult position. But when you look at healthcare in the Caribbean, there have been talks in a number of organizations on ways to strengthen health systems resilience, especially following COVID-19 that we had in the early parts of 2020 and running over or spilling over into 2021. And I think the COVID-19 pandemic really exposed a lot of the gaps and a lot of the loopholes and a lot of the things that we were even hiding within healthcare generally in the region. And so since then, Caribbean health professionals have been discussing ways to strengthen health systems resilience and how to make these systems stronger, more robust, and to be able to respond to any sort of disaster or any sort of disruption. Now I have here an article from or a press release from the World Bank, and this is dated 2022, October 2022, but I wanted to share it with you still. So, in the wake of disruptions to healthcare delivery caused by the pandemic, healthcare policymakers and professionals in several Caribbean countries are implementing measures to improve health systems resilience and accelerate progress toward universal health coverage. We know that that has been a talk here in St. Kitts and Nevis in terms of universal health coverage and making healthcare accessible to all. And we need an update on that. We need to know what is the status of it, where are we, how soon are we going to get there. Is it a case where it is going to be contributory or non-contributory? I think the Prime Minister spoke on it some time back where it is going to have to be contributory in order for it to be sustainable, and in order for you to see this program actually work. People are going to have to make a contribution to this health plan. So delegates from 7 Caribbean countries gathered in St. Lucia, that was in 2022, to discuss pressing policy reforms and share insights at a Caribbean flagship regional knowledge exchange. The first knowledge exchange focused on 3 topical areas vital for sector modernization, intending to improve health outcomes and patient experiences and healthcare cost management. Now, when you look at the modernization of the health sector, recently I shared with you that the Ministry of Health and the Cable, and I believe the Department of ICT or the Ministry of ICT, embarked on a project to modernize the healthcare sector as it relates to records. And so the expectation is that when you go to the hospital or you go to a health center, you no longer have to be dealing with paper and all of these things, and you no longer have to, or you should no longer have to be providing your name several times if you go to the health center there and if you go to the hospital there. Once you give them your name, they should be able to pull up your information, because what they're doing is they're digitizing the information that they have with you, and it helps in terms of keeping information and keeping information safe instead of having to rely on all of this paper in the event of a natural disaster or a fire or something. You lose that. But when it is digitized, when you have it saved or backed up or whatever, then the chances of it being lost is very, very slim. It also spoke about patient experiences and your whole experience as a patient, and the feel and the look of the area that you are in when you're being cared for. Again, back to the Ministry of Health, where they moved to improve the overall look and the feel of the welcome area, or what they call the lobby area of the hospital. And so when you go there, it is a lot more welcoming. It is a lot more, you don't feel depressed. I mean, you go to the hospital, chances are more than likely when people go to the hospital, it is for something that is ailing them or a family member, and usually that really affects your mental health and your emotions run really high. So when you welcome an area that is very welcoming and pleasant, it helps to boost your emotions and make you feel better, believe it or not. Caribbean countries have prioritized strengthening the control of non-communicable diseases, NCDs, which we know are a killer here in the Caribbean. improving the hospital sector and health management information systems for system-wide transformation. Caribbean countries are investing in resilient infrastructure, such as hospitals and modern information and communication technology systems, and experimenting with innovative, sustainable models of health sector management. And so building stronger systems and having stronger IT systems in place, ensuring that you follow all of the standards or the international standards or industry standards as it relates to cybersecurity to ensure that the information remains safe. Now, remarking on the knowledge exchange, Liliana Barunisik, I may have pronounced that incorrectly, she is the World Bank Director for Caribbean countries, said, quote, modernizing health services is one of the most significant investments a country can make. Without good health, children are unable to go to school and adults are unable to work and be productive. As countries in the Caribbean are embarking on ambitious health reforms, creating a space for knowledge exchange, collaboration, and cross-fertilization is crucial. We hope this regional event will allow countries to learn from each other and build long-lasting connections to support them as they progress with their health reforms. So the delegates, they included senior representatives from ministries of health, as well as hospital managers, several other ministries, and of course in the host country at the time, St. Lucia, in addition to ministries of health in St. Vincent, Belize, Jamaica, St. Martin, Dominica, Grenada, and they exchanged their policy and operational experiences and shared knowledge about challenges, reforms underway, and innovations, and all of these things. It is 11:25. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll open the phone lines and begin taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
ZIZ Radio, entertaining the nation, enjoyed by the world.
Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. It's our heritage. That's how we live. Come vet with us for the 50th. We're doing it big. Pulsating sounds, masquerading clowns. String on a big drum, we'll be taking over town. 'Cause we're celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Leave us Culturama. We'll celebrate its 50th anniversary from July 25th to August 6th, 2024. Come join us. Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Yeah.
Join us on ZIZ TV for Youth Lounge with Skanaipo, a talk show on vital topics such as tourism, entrepreneurship, education, religion, sex education, and mental health, featuring experts from St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean region. Tune in live on the first and third Wednesday of every month at 8:30 p.m. on
Time is
ZIZ.
time, and the team at MVI Connect respects your time. Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, MVI Connect makes your cross-channel crossing stress-free with its on-time, consistent, convenient, comfortable, and safe cross-channel auto ferry service. It's simple. Go online to iConnectSKN.com. Book a departure and return time that's convenient for you. Arrive at least 15 minutes before departure. Show your QR code, drive on, turn, and park. Then drive off. MVI Connect, on time, every time. Online ticket purchase encouraged to guarantee your trip. Ticket purchase at dock may be available if space allows.
Get ready to ignite your Tuesday nights with a show that's as educational as it is entertaining. Welcome to Pleasure Pulse, your weekly guide to the world of sex education. Join Roma every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. exclusively on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. It's the perfect way to spice up your midweek routine and get answers to all your burning questions. Whether you're looking for relationship advice or curious about the art of intimacy, Roma's got you covered. Pleasure Pulse, every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. Only on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Don't miss out. Your sex education journey starts this Tuesday with Roma as your guide.
Hey, have you heard about the water shortage in our area?
Yeah, it's pretty serious. I've been trying to conserve water as much as possible.
Me too. I've started taking shorter showers and turning off the faucet when I brush my teeth.
But that's great. Another way to save water is to fix any leaks in your house.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. How much water can a leak waste?
A small leak can waste up to 20 gallons of water daily, which can really add up over time.
Wow, that's a lot. And I have to check for any leaks in my house.
But another good tip is to only run your dishwasher and washing machine when they're full to save water and energy.
I'll keep that in mind. It's important that we all do our part to conserve water, especially during this shortage.
Absolutely. Every drop counts.
This message was brought to you by the St. Kitts Water Services Department. Learn more at water.gov.au.
Hello and welcome back to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne, Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program. The phone lines are open and we take your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Call us and lend your voice to the conversation at hand. Again, the numbers are 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. You're listening to The Edge for Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. If you are just tuning in, I shared earlier a few updates as relates to the VAT discounted VAT rate days for the remainder of the year, and those days come in August and December. So in August, those days are the 16th of August. Let me just confirm very quickly. So those days for August are the 16th of August and the 17th. That's the Friday and the Saturday. And the days for December are the 13th and the 21st, so about a week apart. And also a part of the initiative to stimulate the economy and support small and medium-sized businesses, the government has also approved a tax relief on school supplies, and so no customs service charge, no VAT, value added tax, or no import duty. Those are the import duty. Those are the concessions or the taxes that have been relieved. We'll take your calls this morning. I think we have our first call for this morning. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, Devon. How are you doing?
I am doing well, and you?
I am here busy praying for the country, But no, that's what we need, We need to be praying for this country and for the people in it. Now, to the health, let me start with the discount and so. Now, most parents buy the books for the children in July. One school closed, you know that, right?
Not all parents.
But the majority do, before August. So I was saying maybe they could bring the discount and so that should have been given to the importers of the school supplies and stationery. They should have had that before. Because what they're going to have, they already have stock in their place, right? Are they going to be refunded? Do you follow me?
But if you have parents who are accustomed to purchasing these items in July, now that you know that the discounted days are in August, you plan towards August to save money.
Yeah, but you know how they usually under stock. People are running around trying to find stock. But what I said, since it was planned, the importers, like the bookstores and so, they should have known already, because somebody might should already bring in their things, unless the government is going to refund them, like sometimes they do for hardware. Now, let me get to the hospital. Now, I usually go at the lab. The lab is usually full of people going for blood tests and different tests. Prior to this change, there was a canteen or a snack at the hospital. Because usually they say don't eat before you come, so you would not have eaten until, since the last time would have been sometime the night before. And usually on your way out, because sometimes you're there for hours or so, you buy a cup of tea or a sandwich or something, or you come to see one of your relatives in the hospital, you could buy a juice or something. I went there a little while back, and there was somebody one of my relatives was describing the renovation, quite nice. So I said I would like to get a cup of tea. They said no, the snack at all the part no longer exists. What exists is a machine with snacks and drinks. Now we're talking about healthy eating. You can't get no tea from a machine. You understand? We're pushing. Have you been up there by the way before Axe? Have you been up there?
I haven't been up there since the renovations, but I know the machine, what you're talking about, the vending machine.
Right down where the thing used to be.
Yeah.
So, you understand what I'm saying? You're going to able, sometimes you go to see your relative and you're there long, you could come down, buy something to eat and go back up. Because that's what I used to do when my husband was in there. So they need to think about it. Then everybody don't want a snack.
Right, that's true.
Now, let me get to the services at the hospital. I spoke to Dr. Martin, because there was an incident reported to me where a lady who was 88 was sent by her doctor to get an ultrasound. She was told that she'll have to pay. I didn't believe us. I called the hospital myself. I was told by one of them in the offices that children and seniors are no longer free. They have to pay. So I was inquiring, is the machine the government owned? Because usually they charge you when the machine belongs to somebody else.
When it's private? You say when it's private?
Yes, so I asked Dr. Martin. He said, oh, no, that is not our government policy. So I called back again to ask him last Friday. He is telling me to call Dr. Jensen Morton. So we're talking about what they should do, make it clear what services are free to children, because children under the age of 16 and people over 62. Certain things they're free.
Okay.
Now, if you leave 88, then kind of thing there, somebody carry you. And another thing again, maybe they need to get these card machines for all the different banks. A relative of mine went up there to get something done. She has a government health card. She asked to pay the 20% on, because you have to pay 20%, right? And the insurance pay the 80%. They said, oh, no, you got to come, you must pay all and then come. So what is the use of the card? And sometimes people go up accident and emergency. Or you got to go and pay for the thing before. Now, if you have a national bank card, you could easily go down the street, because there's a machine outside saying what happened if you got Barclays, Bank on Evis. Is what I mean?
Yeah, all right then.
You got to go home and come back. So they need to sort out themselves as to exactly how the service is run, what bank cards they take, because you can't be taking national one alone and on some people and some people. So the services need to be updated. The last question.
All right.
The last one.
Sorry.
Does the update that they're doing in St. Kitts apply to Nevis, digitizing the health services in Nevis, the records?
I don't think so. No.
Well, we fall in short as one federation. All right, then.
All right, Connor. Thank you for your contribution. The phone lines remain open, and we take your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Do we have another caller on the line? We have some callers in the line, so let us try to get those callers in. It is 11:38, and you're listening to The Edge. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Cornelius.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm calling from overseas. This is a political question. I don't know if you could answer it. How much of the ministers is off island right now?
I don't know.
You don't know? I heard a rumor that 5 of them was out of the country. So I want to know if it's true. What I'm trying to say is that the amount of money that they use of the taxpayers' money traveling around the world is appalling. That's all I have to say.
All right, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution to the program. The phone lines remain open, and we take your calls 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Call us and lend your voice to the conversation at hand. It's 11:39, and we wrap up the program just before noon. We have a call.
Okay, so I was just on the line with someone who was telling me that they are fixing the canteen at the hospital at the moment. So
they're fixing the canteen. That's where they used to serve the same tea?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, I haven't been there very, very recent, so I'm not sure. But I know there's a vending machine there.
Okay.
All right.
We got a caller, it seems.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Devonne.
Good morning.
And good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. Now, Devonne, I was still when he's talking about, because up to the day I was up there too, and you know the canteen where they used to get. A lady used to run it. And I always say so too, they should hire it out to somebody who wants to do business, whether they want to do open a restaurant or what. Because sometimes you go up there to go check the pressure, and you know you can't eat nothing. And I believe that sometimes some people cannot be hungry, you know. As soon as wind gone up in your head, you fall down. So I believe that they should get that up and about. And when you don't take a pressure, so you go there and you buy something to eat.
Well, I don't think they have eliminated it permanently. The information I just received is that they are renovating the area. But in the meantime, they have the vending machine there. And all of the snacks that are in the vending machine are not unhealthy snacks. You have some very
I want to get something off of my mind too, because people harassing me about this CBI money. Some money supposed to pay this month. Anywhere walking down, people harassing me. So let them know that they're paying or not. You know, Mr. Politics, when money you pay. I said, listen, I'm not the Prime Minister. I'm not in government. You know, anywhere when people call me phone asking me about CBI money and all these things. You know, so there are some money supposed to pay this month for sure?
I can't tell you. I haven't seen any announcement.
Yeah, man, because I just get upset with people. I'll enforce it. Rascal, you know, we go. Because me demand all the time because they know me on the radio. But I tell them that I'm done with the ignorant politics coming on and talking about this and talking about that. When I say good for my country, I speak out good. When I see something going wrong, you know, I talk out against it. And that is where it's supposed to be. And with the customer after with the ministers them just now, I hear the same thing to people talking about it. That one minister left back and it's Samuel, the Honorable Samuel Loggins. And they make him the deputy prime minister to control the country. So all these people want to know what's going on, you know. So it's me that come attack when they meet me on the street. Devonne, you have a wonderful day. Regardless of the Federation, St. Kitts Nevis.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. The phone line remains open. As I was saying, I don't know anything about a payment this month. I have not seen any announcement, so I can't speak to it regarding any payment of any kind for this month of June. It's 11:44. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. Hello, Connie, on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
my concern is about the digital update for the health thing that you spoke about. And the concern is, would medical reports be able to be accessed worldwide, in terms of if you want to go away, see a doctor, you give them your name and then they will be able to go into the system and get some medical report?
No, caller. How I believe it is going to work, right? Let's say you have an emergency and you have to travel to another country, then that doctor will coordinate with the health professionals in that country. So it's not going to be a case where a hospital in Jamaica or a hospital in Miami will be able to just go in and get your information. That is not industry standard or practice. Nowhere in the world that is done. What has to be done is, as I just said, if you have an emergency in St. Kitts and Nevis and you have to travel to another island, the doctors here are expected to communicate with the doctors wherever you are for your information to be released. Because remember, the information, your medical information, is supposed to be kept highly confidential. So when we talk about digitization, it is just basically putting the information in digital format. It's not a case where you could go to another country and just pull up a patient's information. The phone lines remain open and we take your calls, 465-2555. If you have the calls right now, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll continue the conversation.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555. Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business.
Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., ZIZ Radio goes into overdrive with the Magic Fingers Ronnie Rascal Mega Mix Show. You heard? Up your dial to 96.1 FM. It's the show that brings the vibes to your Saturday afternoon lime, bar hopping, party hangouts, or just driving around. You don't want to miss the Saturday Mega Mix Show. You don't want to miss the Saturday Mega Mix Show. It's old school and new school remixes by yours truly, Magic Fingers Ronnie Rascal, every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. ZIZ Radio.
Welcome back to the program. We have a caller on the line. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, it's me again. Now, in the matter of digitizing the records, have they set the deadline, the mark at which they go back? I kept thinking about it because some people go and they get babies, they never go back. Could have been they opened in 67, right? How far back do they intend to go?
Oh, in terms of the digitization of the information?
Yes.
They have not said. They have not said.
You know, they should say it, eh? Because some are migrated, but sometimes they do come back. Mm-hmm. And unless they died in the hospital, they may not, unless they're going to use the death certificates, or what we call the vital records. You wouldn't know. So they should have clearly marked clearly express criteria for digitizing a record, and are they sure? Because sometimes they take out the records, eh? Because I have been there with people, and they send over the record, they can't find it, so what happened to them? So how do you know? Now, are we at number 17?
Sorry?
Eh?
Could you repeat that?
Are we at number 17 homicide?
I believe so, yes. Yes.
Today or before?
Today.
May the Lord have mercy on all of us. We really need to pray now. We better pray. Because if we have the festival coming up, and people have no regard and no concern for the country. You see, the country that moves so far from God now. The women them naked, the men them singing all kind of reckless songs. No love for God, no respect nobody. You know, that is very sad. In St. Kitts or Nevis?
Nevis.
Oh, it's Nevis? Look, they need to get somebody to scan that boat crossing, you know. They like to leave down there and go up there. It's sad. I couldn't believe it. I thought the person said we're number 17. So, you know, the other day I listened to Radio Barbados. That 16 people who got nearly 250,000 got 16, and we got 17. No, man. All of you who out there who know to pray, all of you who know they ain't got no God, you better pray. Because any one of us could be next. So I am sad about it, you know. So I want to know that. And the person asked a good question in terms of access to the records. Because, for example, at the clinic, shouldn't it be only the doctors who have access to it?
I don't know what the requirements or the specifics are going to be.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, when you go to the clinic, the nurses are people that take your information. Of course, I believe they enter it into the record. But can they see it? Because these things are important, you know.
Yeah, these are all important questions, but...
The next one, Dr. Drew promised a dividend. I think he said he wouldn't be able to do it. Is that so?
I don't know where he made that statement.
Oh, you know. Yes, I promised he made, and he said one in December and one in June.
You just said that he said he's not going to be able to do it. So I am saying...
What he said was, given our present condition, you understand? He didn't say, I'm not going to do it.
Mind you're not listening to me, you know. Thank you for your... All right. When you finish, I will respond to you.
All right. The next thing again, I think they gave $250 to the parents for each child. Do they intend to do that?
That was last. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
They find out from me. Right?
All right, Carla. Thank you for your...
Especially about the school thing.
Thank you for your contribution to the program. Thank you for your contribution to the program. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
She don't like listening. I said she don't do Juni them, so she don't do Win FM. She want to go full speed in front of her. She don't like to listen. I feel like she all time right. She need to listen, Mr. Cornelius. You have a good day, please. And you keep on smiling, right?
All right, you too. Thank you for your call. It is 11:51. You're listening to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. Let's take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air.
It's me again. I just called a while ago concerning digital business.
Okay. Yeah.
Another concern I have, I don't know what's going on, but somebody needs to look into the situation where people come to the hospital, ask for reports, and then they're telling you the doctors from overseas gone on vacation, and yet you will have to wait till the doctor come back to get them to sign on to the report. I mean, that is crazy. I'm thinking that somebody should be able, in the medical chief of staff, supposed to be able to sign in on behalf of the doctors. I don't know what's going on. And then it's taking you for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, you can't get a report. You know? I mean, somebody needs to look into these things.
All right. Well, thank you so much for bringing it to the public's attention. You'll be listening to The Edge, and we're going to stop it there with the calls because we're running out of time. The call about the announcement that Yeah, the caller was saying that the Prime Minister said that he's not going to be able to make the payment. I am not aware of such a statement being made. I don't know anything about a CBI dividend to be paid this year. I have not seen anything saying that one is going to be paid, nor have I seen anything saying that one is going to be paid. The concerns noted by the caller in terms of the digitization of the healthcare sector, I trust and believe that there are going to be certain requirements and certain measures and guidelines. It's not going to be a case where your information is digitized and accessible to all. And I think we know that too. We know better. So let's be responsible in our thinking, and let's be responsible in the things that we say. If we know better, let's do better. It is just like when your information is there in what they call it, analog format. As the caller just mentioned, a case where only a doctor can sign off. And this is going to be the same case with the digital platform. You cannot just access any system because you work in the hospital. There are going to be barriers and passcodes and all of these things. And we know that. So let us be responsible in our information sharing. Because you don't want to put it out there that they are digitizing the healthcare sector and giving the impression that after that digitization process has been completed, everybody has access to your information. That is not true. That is not true. There are going to be passcodes and systems in place where doctors have access, nurses have access to certain information. The information for you is not going to be just accessible for all. You've been listening to The Edge for Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today. Until next time, you guys stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. I think this might be the final program for the week because I will not be in tomorrow, and Music Festival press conferences will be taking up the time. The press conference for Music Festival is Thursday and Friday. You know, they usually have a press conference the day of the festival to update members of the media and the general public as to what is expected the night of the event. I will not be in the office for tomorrow. So, until next time, you guys stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your week. You guys have a good one. If you intend to attend the music festival and you have ill intentions and bad intentions, stay home. We want to come down there. If you plan to come and cause confusion, stay home. We do not want you there. Tap home. Let us enjoy the music festival, violent free, and let us all have a good time. You guys stay safe. Goodbye.